activity without a court order, it's without a warrant, if agents deem the information is relevant to terrorism or an intelligence investigation. What does the Enemy Combatant Act say? What does the Violent Belligerent Act say? What does the Patriot Act says for any misdemeanor crime? It says they can secretly arrest you for any intelligence purposes. All of this. So this is pointed at you. We know almost 100% of the Homeland Security apparatus with 854,000 private spies, secretly federalizing police chiefs. All of this is now coming out. We know it's pointed at gun owners, conservatives, landowners, businesses that aren't part of the New World Order, so global businesses can consolidate control and have espionage, private intel on you. I read Bloomberg with their big report. Fallen soldiers' families denied cash as insurers profit, and it admits public health that the reports here say that every major insurance company is involved in this. And it goes on to say this is bad faith. This is criminal. It's institutionalized bad faith. In my view, this is a scheme to defraud by inducing the policyholder's beneficiary to let the life insurance company retain assets they're not entitled to. It's turning death claims into a profit center. And they just mail you something saying, here's your checkbook to draw your dead husband or dead son's insurance money. And when you sign it, then they take $400,000, $500,000, $1 million from you and give you 1% interest a year on it, but never give you the full money. And it goes on in the article, talk about how it's criminal, but they got the feds to change the regulations so they could do this. And it goes further than that. Big corporations, hire greeters at their front doors, and then they've been caught taking insurance out on them and never even telling the family and keeping it. And they've done actuaries knowing a certain amount are going to die. They're going to get that money. This is just an example of how criminal these systems are. Now, I want to shift gears and dovetail, again, all of this information that we're going to be covering here. This caller today called in to the Todd and Don show that's on News Radio 590 KLBJ in the morning, and I was driving into work and heard this, and I've heard similar things over and over and over again. And it mirrors what the woman said in Terror Storm in London, where she said, I want to give up my liberty for freedom. And they say, well, if you don't have anything to hide, let the government spy on you. Well, why do we have, without warrants, why do we even have a Magna Carta, a Bill of Rights, a Constitution? Why do we even have due process? Why do we even have property rights? Why do we have a Fourth Amendment? Why do we have any of this? It's to protect us from a criminal government. The government now wants to be able to secretly arrest you for no reason and have the military literally take you to a FEMA camp. That's in the Violent Belligerence Act. But it says not for violence, for any reason they deem. And it's secret. The great danger, as Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, Thomas Paine explained to us, was corrupt government. So here's this woman, Connie, calling in saying, I believe the FBI should be able to just do whatever they want and not have warrants. The Constitution's bad. We need to get rid of it to keep us safe. She doesn't understand our government's now run by a bunch of crooks, and that's why the founders put the Bill of Rights there. If she doesn't like that, she should leave America, because it's America that was so special. We were just more real estate, more dirt, but we had a freer system that empowered the individual, that empowered liberty. So let's go ahead and start this clip. Here it is.
You don't want the FBI to search your computer?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't.
Connie, you're on KLBJ. Good morning.
Especially since I remembered a couple things. Yeah. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes.
I just was making a comment on the FBI being able to come and get your computer and go through it if they think there's something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If you have nothing to hide, you should be glad they're doing that, because they're trying to protect you. And I think we use the Constitution and whatever just to help the terrorists, and that's stupid. We should be helping America and let them come in and let them do what they need to do to catch these terrorists.
So sacrifice your freedom.
All right, we're going to come back from break and play the whole clip unedited, but I just want to point out, again, this is America. We have a Bill of Rights and Constitution. We elect judges. We elect sheriffs. We elect city councils and county commissioners and state house legislators and congressmen and women, senators. That's why the police can't become their own power. That's what's happened to every third world country, in Nazi Germany and Soviet Russia. They do become their own power. And then they rob and loot and take over the society for the special interests they serve. You've got to go to a judge under those rules and show your evidence or your probable cause that there's something going on. Meanwhile, the entire Bill of Rights is being removed for the American people, and then something that is constitutional, the Arizona law, after somebody's already been stopped for speeding or drunk driving, to say, okay, are you a citizen? Every other country does that. But we can't do things that are constitutional, but they do everything else that isn't. And this woman thinks that she's going to be safe if the FBI and these hundreds of thousands, well now in the millions, of secret spies have unlimited power. She is totally ignorant and just thinks the government is their big daddy, their big nanny state that cares about you. Lady, they've passed laws to be able to take your pension funds. It's already started. They've passed laws to make it legal for them to take your insurance money and not pay you. They're passing laws to double, triple your water bill, to put toll roads on existing roads. They're passing laws to legalize criminality. That's what Nazi Germany did. The government is the #1 killer in history. You better figure that out, you dingbat.
Gulf War vets, 9/11 workers, people around the Gulf oil spill fumes. All were exposed to toxic chemicals in the air and became ill. Even in your home, air contamination can make you sick. You have been exposed to airborne toxic particulate matter and volatile organic compounds causing fatigue, flu-like symptoms, or worse. Protect yourself. You cannot trust anyone to do it for you. Clean the air in your home or workplace with a HealthMate Plus air purifier. Call airfiltersandpurifiers.com for answers on how to purify the air you breathe. Contact airfiltersandpurifiers.com and ask about the HealthMate Plus. The HealthMate Plus is capable of trapping 99.97% of all polluting particulates. Buy the HealthMate Plus today with no tax, free shipping, a 5-year warranty, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to airfiltersandpurifiers.com. GCN listeners get a 5% discount by using promo code GCN. Call 800-499-2418 or go to airfiltersandpurifiers.com. Your trusted advisor for clean air.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
You've seen our SinoFresh banner on the GCN website, yet your sinusitis is still a problem. Are you waiting for your sinusitis to go away by itself? Are you waiting for a SinoFresh discount? Okay, here it comes. But first, the facts. 67 other products merely treat symptoms and not the cause of sinus problems. And 37 million Americans suffer from sinus distress just like you. But now many are finding relief with the only patent-protected homeopathic nasal product that antiseptically eliminates the known causes of sinusitis. SinoFresh. Now, here's your limited time discount offer to use SinoFresh. Call 888-906-3636 right now for $2 off per bottle when you mention GCN. That's it. Just call 888-906-3636 and mention GCN for a $2 discount. But hurry, this offer is only for the first 1,000 customers. Call 888-906-3636. 888-906-3636. Call right now for $2 off per bottle. Mention GCN. Buy SinoFresh.com. It works.
Big John, Big John. Every morning at the mine, you can see him around.
So you don't want the FBI to search your computer?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't.
Connie, you're on KLBJ. Good morning.
Especially since I remembered a couple things. Yeah. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes.
I just was making a comment on the FBI being able to come and get your computer and go through it if they think you know there's something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If you have nothing to hide, you should be glad they're doing that because they're trying to protect you. And I think we use the Constitution and whatever just to help the terrorists, and that's stupid. We should be helping America and let them come in and let them do what they need to do to catch these terrorists.
So sacrifice your freedoms?
It's a freedom. Would you rather be killed by the terrorists? I mean, get serious.
Well, that's how I feel about airport security. Anytime.
Go ahead and finish your question.
It wasn't a question. It's a comment.
Would somebody rather be killed by a terrorist than sacrifice their freedoms?
Right.
I'd like to hear you throw that question at a few soldiers.
Look, I think that the soldiers are fighting at a deficit. In other words, we have all these little laws that are helping the terrorists, and we need to make it so that they're safer and let the government go and check all these bad people. Good grief. You know, it's people that are so naive about life, and they think, oh, my freedom's going to be obstructed. Well, if you don't have anything to hide, what do you care?
Thank you, Connie. Appreciate it.
I agree with Connie in many instances. Anytime I see anybody
I don't agree with her at all.
I mean, how could you agree with her? I mean, I guess the founding fathers are idiots, and Connie, who can barely talk, she's an expert, but she represents that 30% or so in the polls who like the naked body scanners. And the government lies and says we're not recording it, we can't see your genitals, and now they admit they are recording it. They are seeing your genitals. It is a body scan for passive cameras to be used on the streets to look through your clothes and know your identity. I mean, you know, just let them secretly arrest us. Let them round up and put a bag over the head of whoever they want. And she thinks the terrorists are these men in caves. But if you read all the government documents, Connie, the terrorists are listed as the American people. The terrorists are us. The terrorist, this entire system is designed to oppress the American people. You say, protect America. Connie, have you noticed who's looting the country? Have you noticed who's taking all of our liberties and freedoms, Connie? Have you noticed who's looting trillions of dollars? Have you noticed all the oppression that's happening and all the new taxes and how taxes go up, but government services go down? I mean, Connie, they told us NAFTA and GATT was going to be great, but their plan was to deindustrialize us, a post-industrial society. That's stated. Hey, Connie, do you really believe they want to save you by taxing carbon dioxide that you exhale, or do you think the big banks want to rape you financially? I mean, what does it take, Connie, for you to stop being such a sheeple, for you to stop being somebody who is so incredibly trusting of the system? What is your problem, Connie? Sometimes it just gives me a headache. It actually gives me a headache to listen to someone like her who just is ready to give up all of the freedoms that our forefathers fought and died for, that made this country so special, that made this nation so wonderful. And it's all being dismantled. Our country is being converted 100% to the greatest tyranny ever seen on the globe. And there are so many weak-minded, wanting, sheeple-like people that really think the nanny states cares. Lady, why don't you read online? It's free online. Just search ecoscience. You can find it online. Search full text of ecoscience and read how they put stuff in your water to sterilize your fat hind end. Why don't you grow up and research that governments killed 200 million people last century alone?
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5 Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, How's business? I'm happy to say business